world is full of ugly people doing ugly things, kid. It's just the nature of the beast.
I found something.
Okay, we got you.
What happened?
You got shot through the back.
I think it was like the heart of the story, right? Even though it has this action element, but it's I'm also a father, but it's like what a father wouldn't do to protect his child at all costs, right? And so, and plus just the writing is alone is just, it was so phenomenal that everyone that read it, this is why everybody did it. So we got blessed with a great script, starts from there, and then casting and locations kind of fill it in. And then there's that 10% other side of it. That's the luck part of it, the how it all comes together with the people. And we were very cohesive how we did it together. So this is why people are going to see it this way. And the thing you were saying about the kind of, it is kind of that 90s style kind of action film in a way, but it's also got the heart of a family dynamic, and it's also like a neo-Western.
I think you can tell me what happened.
They took us. My best friend. They shot her. Lizzie! And I left it there. I just started running.
Somebody shot her, left for dead. What do you figure they'll do if they find out she's alive?
The girl, she got seen today.
Take care of it. This brotherhood, who are they?
These people, god dang animals. I'm looking for somebody.
No.
Well, being in the bed was the easy part, right?
Right.
That part was lovely. But it's still a challenge, and the challenge for me was playing physically weak. I like detest that. I mean, no one wants to feel physically weak. But that was a really big challenge for me. I feel like I'm a very physical actor, and I usually start with that, and to have to be so constrained, it certainly added even more elements on I have an accent, I'm
Right.
fight or flight, I'm on my deathbed, I don't know these people, and I have to be it's the worst day of my life. So yeah, it was certainly a challenge to play the physical weakness, and it was a lot of elements, but that's what we want as actors. So
I don't even think it's a late stage because this guy has more energy than all of us put together. It was by the way, it was amazing. Like, it's a dream. I mean, we grew up watching Mel and everything, right? I mean, but by the way, it's kind of like funny, but people always kind of refer to him as Riggs still. But it's funny, you do see kind of a lot of Mel in that character, in real life. But he's just a dad with a bunch of kids and a great guy, and he's got all the great dad jokes, and he's super collaborative. And I was, kind of just in the beginning was thinking, how am I going to work with this guy a little bit? Because he's such a phenomenal director actor. And I was just like, well, I'm just going to have a nice talk with him. And we had a hour and a half Zoom just about family values and life before we even got into the character. And then we talked about how I like to work, how he likes to work, and his character. And we kind of did the same thing with Shelley as well. And just kind of from the beginning, we just really all hit it off, and Mel felt comfortable with us, and he loved the cast supporting him around, and I mean, you just see it on the screen. But it's a dream for Mel to do this role, because we don't see him play this very often anymore, and to star in the movie. Besides all the directing he's doing now, so we got very lucky to get him, and I just think it was a dream and surreal, and I learned a lot, by working with Mel, which is great. So we're blessed. Yeah.
Get back in the house, tool up, lock all the doors.
Yes, sir.
You understand what kind of mess this girl is in? You don't want to mess with these people.
Wasn't planning on it. Sometimes we don't get to pick what we want to do.
that was a huge part of it. I mean, I like to read the script. Half the time I don't even look at names, or I just want to read the story, and see if I connect to it and see if there's something I can contribute. And I cried when I read it. And I was just saying earlier, I hate to admit that because I like to be a tough cookie and only get paid to cry. But no, it really got me. And look, I'm really close with my father, and I know he would do. I connected to it on a personal level, and I also have a niece who reminds me of the tag character just in looks, and so that was very overwhelming for me to work with Sophia, and I just immediately felt this. Not that Sophia needs my protection; she's a grown woman, but I certainly felt that for me, and leaned into that. And the great thing about Mel was, as we were talking earlier, there's a lot of elements that we're all playing and ailments. And if I ever got overwhelmed in my head, all I had to do was look into Mel's eyes. That was it. Like it was, that's all I had to do. And I was so lucky that, I had that to work opposite of. And that was really, really special. Honestly, fun.
So much fun.
A lot of
Yeah.
conversations like outside of, action, and outside of, action and cut, and collaborative and open. I had many conversations with the both of them. I mean, Sophia and I hung out the whole time, even outside of work. Also Scarlett. And yeah, Mel was just very open and was very open to talk about, how he started in school, acting school, and just he was very free with his knowledge and his experience.
Yeah.
And for you, Mr. Collins, because it is like family, like you said.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Sophia Hubletz was phenomenal in this role, and she had great chemistry with Mel and with Shelley. Yeah, and I was look, so I knew Sophia's work from Ozark, but seeing her a little bit more now, grown up a little bit more, and still having to kind of play a younger kid in the story in her mind. She was the story is essentially this with them though is it's a father that lives out in the woods with his daughter, and he's protecting her from the world, and he's keeping her from the internet and everything else around it. And no matter how much you still try to protect yourself from that, the world will still come and get you at some point, and that's the story. But the actors were phenomenal. We all went to dinner before we started shooting with the DP, and we just all clicked. And from there, we knew that we had this energy to do this. So we kind of came together. We all talked it out. The sets, I mean, every day it didn't feel like work. It was fun. We had, we shot this fast in 20 days, and we made our days, and everybody was in great moods, and we pushed everybody, and we just did it. And it's rare when you have that connection with all the actors and everyone's gelling, and it's just fun. And we're all going to dinners when we have free time, and it's special. And I won't forget this one.
You can't get away from me.
The only thing I care about in this whole wide world is keeping you safe. Nothing's gonna stop me from doing that. Damn thing won't start.
Oh, I see the problem. It's a spark plug.
Oh, yeah.